boxing truth here. Don't understand the sympathy for Guillermo Rigondeaux, as he has been officially stripped by WBA. The thing is, Rigondeaux broke the WBA's rules, defied the WBA. He was ordered to have an immediate rematch against Moises Flores in a fight where technically he could have been disqualified, but was given a pass by the Nevada Commission, and it was ruled to a no contest. If I was at the helm, I would have ruled it a no contest as well. Didn't feel it was strong enough to disqualify Rigondeaux. But he was ordered by WBA to make an immediate rematch because of the anticlimax of that fight and the conclusion to it. But he decided not to go through with WBA's orders. And once a fighter does that, really, you should be stripped right then and there. Unless, of course, you ask for permission to fight somebody else, or to move up to another weight class, or to unify. But if you lose, if you're in the same weight division, if you're fighting for another title in the same weight division, you lose your title. But in this circumstance, it was Rigondeaux moving up 2 weight classes to fight Lomachenko. The WBA did the right thing by allowing Rigondeaux to fight Lomachenko, since they view it as a fight of significance, a fight that was important to boxing, since so many fanboys wanted to see it. Rigondeaux fanboys were crushed, devastated, absolutely just shell-shocked with what happened. Took a major L as Rigondeaux quit after 6 rounds in devastating fashion. Got totally schooled and played with like you'd never seen him before. And now everyone after the fight that picked him to win are making excuses, saying that he's too old, too small, and yet they thought he would expose. They thought Rigondeaux would expose Lomachenko as some fraud hype job, but that wasn't the case. Lomachenko is the goods. He is definitely one of the best fighters in the world, and it's no shame that Rigondeaux lost to him, despite the fashion that he did lose to him. But the rules are rules. He didn't go through WBA's order. That's fine. He was given permission to fight Lomachenko, but it was put in place in writing that if he lost, he would lose recognition as world champion for WBA at 122 pounds. It's no different if Rigondeaux would have requested for a unification in the same weight class and lost in that fight. The result would have been the same. He would have lost his recognition as world champion. Doesn't make any difference that he moved up 2 weight classes. The fact is, he was ordered to fight Moises Flores again. So, was WBA being harsh? No, they followed their old damn rules. They actually gave Rigondeaux a pass by giving him permission to fight a fighter who was considered an elite fighter, a champion in a higher weight class. And if he had won the bout, the WBA was even willing to give him 5 days to think about if he wanted to campaign at 130 or move back down to 122 pounds and continue with his mandated rematch against Moises Flores. So Rigondeaux made his choice. He went after the money, since there was no big money fights, there was no interesting fights he could make at 122. He decided to cash out, whether that was a reported $400,000 payday, who knows? No one really knows how much fighters really make. Only reported guarantees are reported to the public. There's no other revenue streams that are reported, like sponsors, merchandise, whatever they get on the back end. If it's a pay-per-view fight, that's not reported as well. Only guaranteed fight purses are reported to the public. So that could be only a fraction of what Rigondeaux made. Or maybe he got paid less, since he has so many goddamn representation in his team. And he has a lot of guys on his team that's pretty much leeching off of him. So whether it was the type of payday Rigondeaux wanted to take that type of risk, it didn't pay off in the end. But he took the risk, he took the challenge, and he got embarrassed and quit in front of the boxing world to see. Rigondeaux's career may well just be over. I mean, where does he go from here? How is he ever going to be psychologically right again after that type of fight where he was thoroughly dominated and played with? His confidence is never going to be the same, since he's a fighter that's really been that throughout his career that has mostly gotten things gone his way. But on that night against Lomachenko, it was the complete opposite of what he's accustomed to. And it's going to be a tough road back if Rigondeaux can psychologically get over the hump of being embarrassed in front of the whole boxing world to see. 37 years of age, strapless. It only makes it tougher for Rigondeaux to get back to at least the top of the 122-pound division. He was already having trouble getting fights as a world champion, but now that he has no strap, and there's not going to be any champion that's going to cherry pick him in the rankings, he's not a guy that brings a lot to the table. This really could spell the end for Rigondeaux's career. When you look from the outside, did he make the right choice? In my opinion, yes. What the hell was he gonna do at 122 pounds? Fight the bullshit opponents he was fighting? The fucking glass jaw Englishman that he fought? Don't even remember his name. The Drian Franciscos of the world, the Moises Flores. Those are the type of opponents he would have been fighting had he continued to stay at 122 pounds. He wasn't going to be able to get a unification with no network backing him and the bullshit team that he has and trying to arrange him fights. This was his only option, fight Lomachenko for the biggest pay that he can get. But he wasn't good enough. Wasn't at that level. And it's a career that's left much to be desired. Not many fights, inactivity, only the one great win over a fading pound-for-pound level fighter, Nonito Donaire, and then a chance to finally prove his overall greatness in this signature legacy fight. He faltered very badly and quit in front of the whole boxing world. And all his fanboys have jumped off the bandwagon. And all because they wanted him to see him fight Lomachenko. He really had no option. It was either get embarrassed, played with, quit on a stool, or fight nobodies at 122 pounds for absolute peanuts. What would you do? This is Boxing Truth. I'm out.